the rock up the hill, falling down to your grave. I can help you carry all that weight. Reach out your hand to me, child, if you wanna be saved. Just put $1 in the bucket every day after day, and watch your problems, anxiety, struggle, spirit away. And at the end of the road, I know a place. You poor thing, I'm sure they'll let you walk right in the gate.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick it up to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bag, sass? I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the South on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbors jumping up a pump, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strong, he ain't know him, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back carries here. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Hawk 70. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Bronco switch.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd and 7. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Dallas. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Young working from the gun. This one falls incomplete. Xavier Legette the target on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now to Young. That's caught for the 1st. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Set. Ready, go. Set up.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's a design boot. Flushed out of the pocket. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. He's got the first down grab and still going. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys break the tie here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Young. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be second down. Back to throw. Here's Young. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one intended for the running back. So second down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
A second down throw for Young. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Working inside the red zone. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers tie things up at 14. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Finds a man right side. Continuing to move past the 45. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at first down here. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 47. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. First and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down. Got Mingo, it's complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Rush coming for Young. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of fourth down. D'Amico Ryan's tried, but the call on the field's going to stand. On first down, here comes Brooks. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Again, it's Brooks. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Panthers tie this game at 21. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a give left side. He's off to the races. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys need only one to take the lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air on 1st down. Young. Has a man. It's Brooks. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking for a throw here. That one's complete over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Panthers are going to take over deep in their own territory. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Hauled in left side. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
That's going to be cut by Mingo. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st down from the red zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Panthers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. With only 3 seconds remaining, they're going to bring out that field goal unit. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Maher connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 from the 41. Running once more with Brooks. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On the give, it's Brooks. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Looking for a target. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That just misses the 50 mark. It's a 49-yard punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Panthers, here we go. Set go.
Here's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They give it to him again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They go play action here. He rolls to his right. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
He's throwing deep to the left side. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Throwing the out route complete. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Young to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Carolina in punt formation. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Oh, really good punt here. Fair catch called for and made at the 8-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bob. Here we go, set. Ready, go.
Hand off to the back. And he's up across the 10 to the 11 before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd and 7. Dialing up a receiver screen. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Ready,
Give now to the running back. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Pass play now. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds him on the crossing route. A strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Buying some time right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Slot man in motion left. 2nd and 10 now. Forced out to his right. He did it! He made the interception! Sean Murphy bunting in to pick it off. And the Panthers have some new life in the 4th. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Got Mingo. It's complete. And this one does not go far. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge the defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Going up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw now. Setting up the screen. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Slot man motioned over. Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to the well again. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Man in motion here. Here he is to throw. He finds Brown right side. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Back to throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
He'll look to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. To the air on first down, Young. And he brings it in, touchdown, and a big decision coming up for him now.
Touchdown, Carolina.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive. Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Rolling out to his left. Connects on the crosser. And he stops the clock, moves the chains. They still have 24 seconds to play with. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Sean Murphy bunting in to pick it off. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
From the 37. He's on the move. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And that, folks, is your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Bring it. Get up.
Running this one left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling.